7. Wop wop. Challenge you to a duel. Put out by, I guess, Domark is the developer, but on the back it says released by Tengen. This is a Tengen release, which is cool. Probably the first Tengen game I played. But yeah, this is technically. I was about to say it was the first real like modern console Bond, but I guess James Bond Jr. on NES is the first one. There was before this. There was like some other like text adventure DOS bullshit or whatever the fuck. That doesn't count to me. But yeah, um, yeah, dude. So James Bond. So I was never like really into Bond as a kid, until like GoldenEye came out, obviously. But I was thinking how like it was weird, like back in the day, like these major properties, even like to a kid that had never seen the movies, like they would still get their point across through like references and like cartoons and shit. Like I knew Shaken Not Stirred, I knew Bond, James Bond. I knew the tuxedo. I knew who James Bond was without ever seeing a James Bond movie as a younger kid, until GoldenEye came out. And so, but yeah, and it's cool because like GoldenEye, I mean, Bond is like kind of like Star Wars. Like once GoldenEye came out, it became kind of like Star Wars, where it was like, uh, it had a heavy presence in video games. So I got a bunch of Bond games. The only ones I didn't get was like the two weird GoldenEye remake and the Rogue Agent, whatever the fuck that game was called. I haven't gotten the Game Boy game yet, which I want to get still. And then there's like Game Boy Advance ports of some of the better ones. I don't really count those right now. But yeah, other than that, I got a bunch of Bond games to play. So, and it's cool because just today they announced that. Well, maybe it's not cool, but they just announced today that they're starting to cast for the next James Bond movie for Denis Villeneuve. So, yeah, dude. Obviously, there's some. They have that fucking gay Doctor Who Fruity Gatwa on there. Like, what the fuck, dude? There's no way. They do that. They should just put a gay black dude as Bond and have it tank. They might as well. But anyway, yeah, this gives me a reason to like watch the movies because I really haven't seen the majority of the movies. Mostly just like a couple of Pierce Brosnan ones. And so I started with the Timothy Dalton ones because he's on the cover of this game. And it's fucking stupid, dude, because right when I started to do this, all the movies were on Netflix, and then they left like the next day, and they're not streaming anywhere, which is retarded because I'm pretty sure Amazon owns the rights, and they're not on MGM Plus either. So I don't know, it's fucking stupid. So we had to pirate that shit, but pirate. But yeah, enough preamble. Let's get into this shit. I wanted to play this too because it's another Genesis game, so I'm always down for that. That's fucking Christopher Reeve, dude. That's Superman. Doesn't even closely look like Timothy Dalton. From what I can tell, this game kind of plays like Alien 3, where you like just run around saving people. I don't know if there's a time limit, but let's check this shit out. Hopefully the camera's not too in the way. Jump, fire, Granada. Music on. Genesis always pumping out the jams. I like this rendition of the theme. Oh shit. Low play. You get unlimited bullets. You can shoot diagonal, but not down diagonal. Get over here, bitch. Oh, he has to reload. Shot him in the ass. Fuck you, bitch. So yeah, the first Timothy Dalton one was The Living Daylights, and well, yeah, one thing I also knew about Bond that was always a big deal was like what pop star was gonna do the music or whatever. I mean, I guess they're not all pop stars, but what artist was gonna do the main title thing, which is one of the things I hate about the modern Bond, is that the theme songs suck and they don't have the title of the movie in the song, which I feel like that should be a prerequisite. Requisite. I'm gonna wreck it. So Aha of Take On Me fame did the song for Living Daylights, and it's pretty good. I like the song for License to Kill better by Gladys Knight. One of the few things that's better about License to Kill over Living Daylights. What the fuck? Oh, he gets eaten by sharks. How did I fall? What the fuck? What was that? Oh, it's a chick. Damn. Oh, I bet there's a boat there when you save everybody, capture everybody. Damn, he does a fucking forward somersault. Somersault. Yeah, I kind of knew the lore, but as looking it up, I kind of was reminded that it was supposed to be Pierce Brosnan doing this movie. Also, Sam Neill auditioned, and I think the producers, some of the producers, anyway, somebody wanted Sam Neill to do it, but I think the main guy, Broccoli or whatever the fuck, Albert Broccoli. Dude, fucking crouch, you piece of shit. They didn't like Sam Neill or whatever the fuck, so he didn't get the part. And then they offered it to Pierce Brosnan, but he was doing a Remington Steele show. And the part I had forgotten that was fucked up is like, because he was in talks to do Bond, it fucking crouch. Because he was in talks to do Bond, it gave renewed interest to Remington Steele, so people started watching it, and because of that, they like NBC or some shit like activated a clause that was about to expire to have Pierce Brosnan do another season. So the interest fucked him. But then also, like, I think it said Albert Broccoli like didn't like that he was doing like a James Bond knockoff show, and so because of that they weren't gonna work with him even after the show was done or whatever the fuck. So I think it like took the interest away. So they only did like 5 episodes of the next season of Remington Steele. So we missed out on like at least 2, probably 3 Pierce Brosnan movies. which kind of sucks. But the first one with Timothy Dalton, I actually kind of like. The problem is like all these James Bond movies, they're kind of too long. Like they don't need to be over 2 hours, and especially License to Kill is just boring as fuck. But the first half of Living Daylights is pretty good. It's also one of those movies where like I don't actually know what the fuck is going on, what the plot is. Like there's this like Russian defector guy that they have to smuggle out of wherever the fuck they are. Well, okay, it starts off with all these 00 agents. Like I guess they're doing a training mission or something, because like they're sneaking around and there's like guards with like paintball guns. But I guess there's one dude that like infiltrated and is actually trying to kill them. And it's funny because one dude has like a grappling hook, one of the 00 agents, and he like tosses it up on a rock, and like the edge of the grappling hook is barely barely like clinging to a rock. Like there's no way he could climb up that shit. Well, did I throw a bomb at him? Susie. Whoa. Is that a bad guy? Oh. Everything kills you in this game. Does it save how many people you saved? I think so, but I think it says I only have one life. But anyway, so yeah, Bond like kind of chases this guy down, and in the wiki it was saying that people like this one because it was like Bond going back to his more serious roots or whatever. But it's like, it's obviously not serious. It's not the dark and gritty tone of like a modern day Bond movie. But I like that they still give Timothy Dalton some like cool lines. Like after he does that, he like parachutes onto this random chick's boat, and he's like calling for backup, and he's like, you know, evac in an hour, and then he looks at the chick and he's like, better make it 2 hours. Like in a Batman, he's like, better make it 10. I guess that explodes if you don't grab it, but I'm pressing C and there's no bomb. Wow, they just walk right through. How many shots do you get? 18 shots? How many gun is that? But then yeah, his mission is to like smuggle out this weird Russian guy, and like the Bond girl, and she kind of sucks. She's not as bad as in License to Kill, but like she's just kind of like plain looking, you know, skinny white chick, fucking Czechoslovak or whatever the fuck she is, Russian. But it doesn't make sense because like she's like the KGB sniper or whatever the fuck, but Bond says like she doesn't know what she's doing, or she doesn't know how to. She wasn't gonna kill the guy right or some shit. But yeah, Bond gets like a badass sniper rifle and he shoots her to like keep her from killing the guy. And then later on when he's in the car, he's like, I bet I scared the living daylights out of her. So I like that they say the title in the movie. Yeah, one of my favorite parts at the beginning is when they're smuggling the guy out. They have to smuggle him through like they're like siphoning gas out of the ground or whatever, and he has to go through a tube and like it, you know, tubed across the borderlines or whatever the fuck. But Bond is working with like this like Russian chick, and like to me she's pretty hot because she's like, you know, this tall, big, like redhead chick. in like at the time it was probably seen as like a joke that there's this big woman or whatever the fuck, but I thought she was pretty hot. And there's a part where she has to distract the guy manning the tube station or whatever, and she like unzips her jumpsuit and like shows her tits. I mean, not like all her tits. There's tits later in the movie, actual skinny girl tits. It wasn't bad, but she shows her cleavage and like puts his face in them and shit. And then after the guy's gone, she like slaps him. He's like, "What kind of girl do you think I am?" She sounds like Zangief. I like the money penny in this one. There's a part where she's like, oh, because the chick is like a cellist or whatever, and she's like, oh, I didn't know you were a music fan. Anytime you want, James, you can come listen to my Barry Manilow collection. Like, what the fuck? She's just throwing herself at him. Oh, they make a joke where they're like making new gadgets and shit. And he's like, we're working on this new thing called a ghetto blaster for the Americans. And it's a dude with a boombox, and he has a rocket launcher out of it. But the Aston Martin in this one is really cool looking. Later on, they're like being chased by dudes in the snow. And the Aston Martin has like skis on it. He like makes a circle in the ice to like, you know, drown these guys that are chasing him. Oh, what the fuck? Is that a bomb? Oh shit, it is. I wasted it. Fuck. I think it might be my D-pad why I can't crouch right. Am I dead? But yeah, it turns out the dude that they're trying to smuggle is like really working with the main bad guy. He's played by, I think his name's Jodon Baker. I always recognize him as the dad from Mars Attacks, Jack Black's dad. When he sees him on TV getting vaporized, he's like, no, my son. But I saw in the reviews that they didn't like the villain because he's like a weird gun runner, and he like plays with like little miniature toys and shit. It's him, and then the guy that they defected, and that guy's actually he's got a weird, kind of cool, funny performance that he gives. And then the henchman, which I thought I recognized him, and I was like, oh, he's one of the henchmen in Die Hard. The guy with the blonde, I think his hair's down in Die Hard, but he's got like long blonde hair or whatever. Oh shit, wrong button. He's pretty good in it. But yeah, Gimli's in the movie. He's like a Russian, like, I don't know what he is, but you think he's supposed to be a bad guy at the beginning. Like Bond thinks he's a bad guy. At one point, he infiltrates his hotel room and like puts a gun on him because Gimli's there about to fuck this chick, and find bomb. Didn't I find it? Oh. Oh fuck, dude. Timed. It's gotta be at the bottom somewhere. Wrong button. Fucking bitch. Okay. I thought it was dead. Was it where that Susie ship was? I don't remember where it was. That was fucked up, dude. Four lives. Okay. Trying to remember where this shit is. There was one back here, wasn't there? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, like, not only just GoldenEye, but like, if that had been the only big game, like, I don't think the series would have thrived, but like, the sixth generation trilogy of Agent Under Fire, Nightfire, and Everything or Nothing, I think it's called. Especially that game. Those games were like really big, and the From Russia with Love, which I played that too at the time. Those were like really big games at the time, so that's another reason why I wanted to go back and play these old games. Thankfully, most of them were still cheap. Oh yeah, but anyway, when John Rhys Davies is about to fuck this chick, and then Bond comes in, and then like the henchmen are coming or whatever, he like, his distraction is to like take the chick and like rip her clothes off with one hand. And you see like, you know, it's not quite side boob because you can see her nipples, but yeah, you get some tits and ass, pretty good. I was like, they would never do that shit. Isn't he supposed to be like kind of gay in the Daniel Craig ones? Man, fuck those movies, dude. Yeah, didn't they say that about the one with fuck, what's his name? I was about to say Joaquin Phoenix. The dude from No Country for Old Men. Didn't they like allude to them being or having fucked at one point? Whatever, stupid shit. I just saw. Okay, we're back. I just saw a post today on Twitter X, where the dude was like, read more books, and then it's like the books and like the new Bond book is like, he's like having an inner monologue. Oh, you can swim. He's having an inner monologue about, I was in a room full of men and I felt uncomfortable with all these right-wing, anti-trans, anti-black, whatever the fuck. He goes through all these, oh shit. And it's like, what the fuck is this gay shit, dude? I like that little animation of the water dripping. That's cool. Oh yeah, and before that, before he goes to the hotel, he's like, he has like this friend that like gives him like weapons and tips and shit, like on the mission. And I guess the blonde henchman dude like sets up a trap where like the doors to this cafe or whatever the fuck, they're like these like fancy like glass doors that have like cogs. It looks like 13 Ghosts. And I guess he sets it up to where like the cogs will like not close. And so it's off camera, but the guy basically walked through the double doors and they like crushed him in half or some shit. It would have been pretty cool if they showed it. But that's how he kills the dude. And then Timothy Dalton's like, oh, fuck, man. He's like trying to chase the guy through this like little county fair or whatever the fuck. And he sees like some balloons because the henchman had like, I don't know, some balloons or some shit. And there's a shot of Timothy Dalton like jumping over like some hedges. And he's like, yeah, he pulls a gun on a fucking little kid. I thought that was funny. But then yeah, like at a certain point, like Bond gets captured by the bad guys because they tricked the girl into like drugging his drink or whatever the fuck. And then he fucking gets rescued and he teams up with Bin Laden with the Mujahideen. And the movie just like is pretty boring after that. Oh fuck, I forgot. There's like one kind of cool stunt where he's like in a plane like fighting one of the guys, the henchman I guess or whatever. And like the cargo that, you know, they kind of hang off the netting of the back of the plane. And there's some real shots of like dudes like hanging off of the back of a plane, which is pretty good. I gotta remember how to get back. But yeah, I think most of Living Daylights is pretty good. It just kind of tails off. But yeah, License to Kill kind of sucks. License to Ill. I read in the wiki that like they wanted to call it License Revoked, but Americans associate that with getting your license taken, like your driver's license. So they had to change the name. How did I find that other area before? You fucking asshole, dude. Why are they all dressed like sailors? But yeah, the thing about Living Daylights, License to Kill is like, there's like a bunch of like actors you're like, oh, I recognize that dude. So you would think the movie would be pretty good. Like the bad guy is Robert Davi. He's playing like a Cuban. The movie should have been like Bond versus Scarface, but it's not really. It doesn't work out that way. How the fuck did I get to the other area before? Oh, didn't I go through the bottom where all the boats are? I forgot you can swim. Oh, you don't have to press any buttons. Basically the story of that one is like Bond's in Miami or some shit going to his buddy's wedding that's in the CIA. he's getting married. He's getting married to the chick that replaced Suzanne Summers on Three's Company. I was like, where did I recognize her? And then I was looking in the wiki, and it was like she's in Mallrats, and I was like, oh yeah, she's the fucking the topless fortune teller with the extra nipple. And yeah, basically Robert Davi and these Cubans, like, or whatever the fuck they are, they kill him and his wife, and that's why Bond wants revenge. And the whole opening sequence is like at the wedding, and like Robert Davi's trying to get away on a helicopter, and Bond like gets his own helicopter and like hooks it. And that's how he captures him at the beginning, but then he like escapes later on. It's got Talisa Soto as one of the Bond girls, like the one that's like bad, or like the one that's with the henchmen, basically. Now, Talisa Soto's pretty hot, especially in Mortal Kombat, but in this movie she looks a little too 80s, so it's not like... What the fuck? Why did it land on me? So it's not quite like what it could have been, but yeah, she's in it. It's got oh, the black guy from was he in Police Academy? I can't remember. I used to really like Police Academy as a kid, but I mostly recognize him from Last Action Hero, where he's the police chief. That's like, he can't really cuss at Arnold, but he's like supposed to be cussing. I think even steam comes out of his ears or some shit. It's got that guy. It's got the guy that plays Balrog in the Street Fighter movie. He's like, I think he's one of the DEA agents. Oh, I found it finally. Oh, you fucking asshole. Where did that guy come from? Why does it skip C? Whatever. Damn, you get the credits. I can't play and talk at the same time. But anyway. Yeah, it's kind of lame. Like, one guy gets electrocuted in like a pool of like electric eels or some shit. The henchmen do that, and they also have like a shark tank that they feed people to. I wonder if that was in another Bond movie, or if that's where like Ace Ventura got that idea. It's a lot scarier in Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura. It wasn't this way, right? Damn, okay, yeah. It needs a shark repellent. And then yeah, eventually he teams up with this other blonde girl. She's supposed to be kind of like, I think she's a DEA agent too or something. I don't know, but she's supposed to be kind of like his equal and like help him out or whatever. At one point, they get into a bar fight, and he gets attacked with a swordfish. uh, Oh, it's got this dude that's in a famous episode of Seinfeld. Like, I recognized him. I thought he was in more movies, but I looked up on Wikipedia, and that was like the main thing he's known for. I think in Seinfeld he's named Jimmy. That's the name of the episode he's in. The Jimmy or some shit. It's a famous episode. What's his name? Wayne Newton shows up. He has a scene with the blonde chick where he's like, he tries to hit on her and he thinks he's gonna get laid. He's like laying on the bed. And she pulls a gun on him. Okay, so there's that thing. Don't go down there. Crouch, piece of shit. Dude, everything looks the same, so I can't remember. Can't be down here. But yeah, it's kind of weird because Bond is in America, and like Timothy Dalton's performance, like even in some of the reviews they cited in Wikipedia, it's like Gone is the gentleman spy or whatever. It's like he doesn't get any funny like or cool lines really. Maybe like one or two, but they're not that good. And like I don't know, something was like, it just felt more forced in this one, his performance, and he's just not as cool. And like something about his accent like really sticks out and is more annoying when he's around a bunch of Americans. And I guess Moneypenny is in it, but I must have been looking away because she was probably in it for like 2 seconds and I didn't even see her. But fucking asshole. But at some point Q like joins them. He's like, I'm on leave, Bond, just come and see how you're doing. And he dresses up like a Mexican at one point, which is cool. Dude, what the fuck, man? Piece of shit game. I don't know how I found it the first 2 times. I like how when he turns, he puts his gun in the other hand. There's some attention to detail there. I've been playing for like over 30 minutes and I haven't gotten anywhere. I mean, this is basically the game anyway. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Broke his legs? Whip his legs? one point there's a part where Robert Davi like is killing one of the other bad guys that's in the movie, and they stick him in like this like I don't know pressurized chamber or some shit, and his head explodes, which is pretty funny looking, but I guess that was cool. Oh yeah, it was funny because at the beginning of the movie, like I thought, for some reason I thought Bond was the one getting married, and there's a funny scene where he's going to talk to his CIA friend, and his wife is in the office, and she's like, "Oh, I'll leave you two alone" or whatever, and as she's leaving, he's like checking her out and shit, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I guess that's on brand for James Bond, but that's another thing where I was like, that wouldn't fly today. Be up here somewhere. Dude, I can't crouch when I need to. I avoided it. Oh, so is that what you're supposed to do? Alright, well you don't escape on that thing. You must have to go back to the beginning of the level. I got one more hit. I knew it. And there's no health either. Oh shit. Oh. Fuck. Okay. This must be where the exit is. Fuck you, bitch. Oh. Okay, that's not it. Fucking little cocksucker. Oh shit. Okay. So it's gotta be back at the beginning. If I can remember where that was. Okay, not over there. It doesn't save your progress now? This game's fucked. Alright, I'll try one more time. Yeah, I would say pretty much the only cool part of License to Kill is there's a scene where he's like, there's like two 18-wheelers and they actually, it's like a real stunt where like they crash them into each other. Oh, and I think before that there's a part where Bond's like driving the 18-wheeler and like the guy has like a rocket launcher and he's aiming it at the 18-wheeler that Bond's in. Bond is in, and he like turns the 18-wheeler on its side to avoid the rocket, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was the only cool part. It was cool seeing Benicio del Toro like weighing like 100 pounds before he got bloated. Alright, avoid this shit. How did it still hit me? Is there something over here? I think it's just sharks, right? Okay. Yeah, like I said, the Gladys Knight song's pretty good. Oh, and also in Living Daylights, there's like a cool like. There's a cool rendition of the Bond theme that it kind of reminds me of like the pause music in GoldenEye. Like it's not, they don't sound similar, but they're kind of going for the same vibe. If you listen to it, you'll understand. Alright, here we go. Down there, you fucking asshole. Oh. Okay, that can't be the right way out. Oh, wasn't it? I was gonna try straight to the left. Well, that was my last life. Piece of shit. Alright, let me try one time for real. Now that I'm done talking about these fucking movies. Just tanking shots now, trying to get out of here. What are those things? Oh, the copy I got didn't come with a manual, but it has a Blockbuster video sticker on the front of it. On the listing on eBay, the guy was like, I think it gives a sense of history or nostalgia or some shit. Having that on there. Like, yeah, nice cover. It was the cheapest copy I could find, though. So. Oh, don't die. Dude, you can't even crouch when you get off of the ladder. Fuck, man. Oh, I forgot you can die. He didn't die that time, though. I guess because I was jumping. That thing's gone at least. Oh, it just improves your score. Who gives a fuck about a score? Why did that first shot miss him? See that shit, dude? You can't crouch when you first get off. And you can't move forward because then you'll get hit. I guess you just really gotta wait for them to go off screen. I don't need those bombs. Oh, I knew that shit was gonna happen. Fucking milkman. Oh, he was level with me. Alright, no fucking around. I didn't mean to go all the way up. I like the sound of the gun going off. It's pretty good sound. A good old Genesis sound chip. Whoa. Oh no, I'm fucked. Why didn't you shoot? Bond's cold-blooded. Oh wait, didn't I come down here before? Oh, okay, don't die. Oh, it's Jaws. What the fuck, dude? Oh. That was Jaws. He fucking bumped me with his dick. Or like belly bumped me or some shit. No. Oh, I should have used the grenades on him, right? Fuck, man. Okay, well, I don't have time to do that now. Fuck, okay. Hurry up. Nice. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, that was sick finally, dude. Fucking Jaws, he was like, ugh. I got no lives. Do you actually get to use the jetpack at some point? Or drive a car? You gotta save 7 chicks. Oh, you can go across. Well, is that like hiding, like leaning against the wall or some shit? So they can't see you? What the fuck? I can't shoot. What? Is this a sneaking mission? Well, no, I already shot a dude. I have to get him to chase me? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, good shit. Alright, that was James Bondo, the Duel. I mean, it could be worse. And you could say the same thing about Timothy Dalton's movies.